Hi guys, welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive tarot reader, I'm a Reiki healer, and an overall lightworker. Now before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this video later on, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now of course, well, here are the details. Alright, so before we get to the meat of the video, I would like to apologize for the background. I'm sure you can see some of my CDs there. You can see my stereo over there. I have a glowing moon lamp over there and all sorts of stuff. I've been trying to look for the perfect nook that in my house that I can transform into a background, and I haven't decided quite yet which nook to transform, but eventually we'll get there. So just that disclaimer. You'll probably see a lot more different backgrounds in the coming videos. So anyway, let's get to the meat of the video. Now, this is so fun because a lot of my clients actually think that being a light worker is my only job. So yes, I am a full-time Reiki healer. I'm a full-time certified Reiki healer. Yes, I am a full-time tarot reader, intuitive tarot reader. Yes, I am a full-time light worker and I do spiritual consultancy. But what a lot of people don't know is I actually have a day job. I'm actually employed in a company and I do hardcore work because, I say hardcore work because I'm a business risk analyst. So what I mean by hardcore is that there's a lot of data in my work, there's a lot of talking to a lot of people, a lot of interacting with them, interfacing with them. There's a lot of intense work at times and a lot of security measures that I need to be familiar with and all that stuff. So it can be very taxing and it can be very data heavy and it can be very just all around stressful if you're not used to the nature of that kind of work. And so a lot of my clients actually they're so surprised when I tell them this because they don't know how I'm able to be calm and cool during our sessions, how I'm able to listen to what they're telling me and actually provide advice and actually look into and tap into my intuitive side when I'm helping them. And this is not something that's exclusive to me. This is something that you can do as well. And this is the whole meat of the video. This is the point of the video. So a lot of people ask me, what do I do when, stuff hits the fan at work? What do I do in situations where I feel really stressed and tensioned at work? But most importantly, how do I incorporate spirituality in my day-to-day workload, for example? How can spirituality help me in the corporate setting? What things can I do to basically make me calmer, to make me feel less stressed at work via the spiritual way? Well, I actually do 3 things. So I have 3 hacks to give you today, and I hope that they're going to be able to help you. And let's start with the first hack, which is this. Okay, so grounding. What do I mean by grounding? When you wake up and you're not quite in your body yet, like you feel like you're floating, you feel like you're flying, you're everywhere, all over the place. That's because you are. Your soul is flying all over the place, your entire being is all over the place, and it hasn't quite settled in yet in your body when you've just woken up. So what we mean by grounding is we literally want to take your entire being and bring it back into your body, reincorporate yourself into your body. Now this is crucial because whenever you're floating around in the air, whenever you're floating around in a different plane, you can make decisions which are based on fear, for example. You can make decisions based solely off of an unbalanced, based on unbalanced information, And when you're incorporated in your body, when you're reincorporated in your body, you get to include your physical world. You get to include your physical mind, your heart in the whole process. You get to think from an informed place in your mind and in your heart and in your soul, you know, and you get to, well, I've been I'm looking for a different word, but there's no other word that's coming to mind right now. But it helps you basically to make better decisions, decisions that are balanced, and decisions that will really help you uh, to move forward with that particular thing that you're trying to decide on. Okay, and so the best thing to do for grounding when you just woken up is actually, first of all, to drink water, and second of all, consume something that's very grounding. And that for me is coffee. Now, all the coffee lovers out there are going to love this because coffee is extremely grounding. One sip for me, actually, and it takes my body right back in, it takes my soul right back into my body. You know, it's just everything's intact and in my body and all together again. And so I wake up very early. I wake up at 5 a.m. and the first thing I do is I drink coffee. Then after that, I take an exercise and I do a hot and cold shower. Um, I do the Ben Greenfield method of the hot and cold shower. And then I take coffee, just plain black coffee, because I also do intermittent fasting. Plain black coffee with nothing on it, and take little sips of it as you kind of hatch for the day. For me, particularly, it takes me a while, kind of like an hour or so, to get fully reincorporated in my body. So, what I'll do is I'll really take little sips of coffee and then gradually feel my body just come back, just come back. Now, I particularly will not do any work until I've come back to my body because I know that that's dangerous, particularly for me, because in my work, I need to make very informed decisions. I need to be absolutely sure and absolutely secure with all the things that I handle and I do and all the output that I make. And so I will really make that effort to allow myself to come back to my body, reincorporate in it, and really ground so that I make sure that I make great decisions, that I give good output in my work. So that's the first thing. Ground. Use something to ground you, whether it's water, whether it's tea, caffeinated tea, whether it's coffee if you're a coffee drinker, but anything that grounds you. It could be breakfast as well. Breakfast is very grounding. Having something in your stomach automatically brings your soul back into your body and really just pushes you more closer and closer to the earth. All right? So that's the first hack. Ready for the second hack? Here it is. Okay, so let's talk about the second hack. Now, this is more actually for a circumstantial kind of situation. So the second hack is when you're feeling kind of really stressed, or let's say, for example, you've come from a very stressful kind of meeting, you've come from an argument with someone at work, or probably you're just having a difficult time getting through the day. Your tasks are so heavy and you just want everything to be done and be done for with a day. What I would really advise during these times is to drop everything, yes, drop everything, and take 2 to 5 minutes to redirect your focus on something that will make you absolutely happy, okay? Something that will make you absolutely happy. Now, for me, this is usually cooking videos. I love to cook. So I usually go to cooking videos. I go watch dog videos because it puts me in the zone every time. I love dogs too. This could also be talking to your friends at work, for me, my friends at work. I have my seatmate. He's the best seatmate ever on my left side. And whenever I'm feeling like so stressed, I'll just turn to him and just talk about random things, and he'll do the same, Or it could be taking like a little walk, a little stroll around the office. Maybe get yourself a glass of water and refresh yourself with a little drink of water, or maybe coffee again. But the main point is whenever you feel yourself kind of really stuck in a negative situation, or in a negative emotion, a feeling place, or a negative thought place when it comes to work, the the main key there is to really just to stop the momentum. Once you've already recognized that you're not really feeling good about what's happening at work, stop the momentum immediately, because we don't want that ball to go down to the bottom of the stairs and you to have to pick up that ball again and go back up all the way up all the stairs, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 25, 26, 27th step, and so on. Okay, so whenever you're feeling this way at work, stop, drop everything. Literally, drop everything. And take 2 to 5 minutes to redirect yourself to something that is guaranteed, absolutely, to make you happy. Now, this works because it takes you from focusing on negative situations, negative thought patterns, negative thinking, and even problem-based thinking, to solution-based thinking. It moves you to something positive. It moves you to receive the information that you need, let's say, to fix a problem at work. It moves you from thinking of, how am I going to fix this problem, this report, this argument that has happened. It takes you away from that and actually brings you to a solution. You know, you're never going to find your answer when you're over here. You're never going to have that impulse to do you're never going to have that impulse to have the correct solution for that, or the matching solution for that, when you're so caught up in here. You need to fix that kind of vibration, and not really fix, you need to redirect yourself from that vibration over to here, to the positive spectrum, to the spectrum where you actually get answers and everything just falls into place, basically. Okay, so that's my hack number 2. Now, hack number 3, and some dogs are barking. Okay, so hack number 3 is actually something that I do often, well, something that I do every day, and it's guaranteed to work every single time, and it's so much fun. That's why I'm giggling. So what I do in the day is, before I actually officially start my day, I write in my journal, and after I write in my journal, I write down all the tasks that I have at hand. So I write down everything. And what this does for me is, first of all, it allows me to see the priorities of my work. It allows me to see the timelines. Which ones do I need to address first? Which tasks do I need to address first because there's a timeline? Or which tasks need my attention the most, and stuff like that. So I write it down first, and so I go through my day, and I do the most difficult tasks first. But in between every task, no matter how big or small they are, I always go to a place where it makes me feel happy again. So it's kind of intertwined with hack number 2, but this one is more relaxed. So what I do is, let's say, for example, I'm doing a report in the morning. After that report, when I feel like it's time to give my eyes a little break, I would also drop everything, and again, I would go to watch maybe a cooking demo on YouTube, or I would watch dog videos again, or I would just take a walk in the garden. Most of us are working from home now, and I have been working from home since April for my company. So what I do is I also take a little 5-minute walk around the garden and just get some sunshine and get some air and just actually divert my eyes from the computer for those 5 minutes. And what this does is it creates fuel for you to keep going and keep going for the rest of the day. You will run out if you don't give yourself little pockets of joy, as Jonathan Venice of Queer Eye would always say, pockets of joy. Guaranteed, you will run out if you don't give yourself that. And this is consistent for any position you're in, whether you're at a desk, doing, doing computer work, stuff like that, or whether your job entails a more physical kind of activity. you will guaranteed, you you will run out guaranteed. Sorry, if you don't give yourself pockets of joy, you know? So after each task, whatever task that is, big or small, whether it's an email or a report or simply just discussing something, a meeting or something like that, take some time out to give yourself those pockets of joy. Go to the place where you can absolutely feel that joy and that good energy and that positive energy. Something that's guaranteed to make you smile and feel all those good things inside your stomach. And that creates the fuel for you to keep going. And this is a bonus because when I first started in my company, I was actually a content writer, and I was a content writer for 3 years. What I noticed is that whenever I gave myself pockets of joy in between my tasks, I would just gauge how far I would just gauge when rather to to insert the pockets of joy, but I would always take those little breaks in between. I noticed that this actually was a great help to me in being creative. As a content writer, and I used to write a lot of product content and a lot of promotional content as well. If you're writing about, let's say, for example, the same product over and over again, if you're writing for, let's say, for example, um, electric fans for the entire day, but different colors of electric fans, you're also going to run out of fuel. And you're going to be using the same words, and you're going to be using the same kind of grammar, you're going to be, it's going to be monotonous. Your writing is going to be monotonous. So I realized that inserting these pockets of joy were also providing me with creativity. I would never run into writer's block. In fact, in all those 3 years, I've never run into a writer's block. When I write my blogs, I've never run into a writer's block. I never, ever have writer's block because, well, one, I believe that I never do get writer's block. But number two, I support it with my actions by doing exactly that, inserting pockets of joy in between my writing periods, in between my tasks. So yeah, I've been rambling. I hope that ramble helped you. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, of course, online for now, here are the details. And I will see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, and ciao for now. Bye.